you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing some Raid Shadow Legends, specifically doing some Void Shard summons, which I'm super excited for. However, this is either going to be the greatest summon session or the worst. If you are looking for an easier way to actually start your account off and you're a new player, then if you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link down below or scanning the QR code on the screen, you can actually start your account off on day 1 with a free legendary named Elenaril. And at level 25, I'm also going to send you a Uugo. So by downloading the game using my link, you're going to get yourself 2 awesome champions that are going to make your raid journey just that much easier. For the Voids, I do have 55 of these ones, and Voids do make me a little bit nervous because there are a ton of great champions in this game, but a lot of them are actually in the Void back, like Void is where it's at. So I'm really hoping that I do get some of them. I do have some very good Voids on my account. I have been lucky with some of my previous sessions that I have done in the past. And if you saw my first summons, then you'll understand what I mean when I say that, because my first summons I did were actually insane, and I got a ton of really good 4 stars. I even pulled a legendary. Oh, the delay there. I was like, what is going on? Oh, Akemtum! This is one that I am excited for. Sorry, so what I meant was I got good epics and legendaries, but this is one that I already know immediately. The lag was very weird there, but one that is really good. I've put this one in like some of my like lists for really good epics. So taking a quick look at this champ here, attacks one enemy 3 times, and each hit has a 40% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. If the target is under a hex debuff, each hit also has a 40% chance of applying the debuff spread effect, taking 1 random debuff from the target and placing it on all enemies. So that right there, having that debuff spread and the hex is so nice. Second skill is an AoE, attacks all enemies 3 times, and each hit has a 60% chance of increasing the duration of any hex debuffs on enemies for a turn. If enemies are not under a hex debuff, then each hit has a 60% chance of placing a hex debuff for 2 turns. And then the passive has an 80% chance of inflicting damage from 1 poison debuff to enemies under the hex debuff whenever their allies receive damage from poison debuffs. Now, one of the reasons that this one is really good is because I have a lot of units that do poison, so I already know he's going to pair up really nicely with them. So this is a unit that I am super excited for, and really glad that I managed to pull that one, and I didn't have him, so that's also nice. There are some rares I am looking for, though. There's actually a few rares on my list that I don't have that I would like to get, like we'll see if they actually pop up maybe before I go ahead and start listing them off. But if you've seen that video, because they did actually make a specific video, so be sure that you go take a look at that. I did mean to do some ×10 in here, but that's okay. I guess we'll just keep single pulling. Harvester. Let's go, let's go. I feel like I keep pulling retainer. Is that like my 3rd or 4th one that we pulled? We'll keep going. Let's go, let's go. So I have gotten some of the kind of core ones. Like I already have Demitha on this account. I have a few in here. Umbral Enchantress. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so what I was saying earlier with some of the units I have. So now I have Akemtum, Demitha, Uugo, of course, if you're using my link. Let's do a ×10 though. See if we can have a little bit more luck in here. Renegade, that was another one that I do not have. All right, 3 epics. 4 epics. Nice. Let's keep going. Got 2 of the same ones there. Okay. Bellower. I do have Bellower already, actually. Okay, my last one here. The question is, will we be able to pull a legendary? I feel like that's asking too much after we did pull Cece the Lost Bride from some of the ones that we had in the past with my first summons. So now I'm like, what are the chances that we can do this again, you know? All right, my last time. You know what? We're going to single pull these. My last ×10 voids, we are going to single pull. And you know, we're already looking for that gold. We're looking for the gold in the shards. I don't know if I got Cold Heart. I wasn't paying attention to my rares as much. I have to look at these afterwards and double check and see. Huntress. I mean, at least we're getting tournament points. If nothing else, we are getting tournament points. Let's go! We got a legendary Void. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so with Sir Nicholas having a HP legendary type, first skill attacks one enemy and 50% chance of placing a freeze debuff for a turn once it's ascended. The debuff cannot be resisted. Ooh, so having this on a skill 1, so the fact that we can freeze and it cannot be resisted is pretty big, because that right there, knowing that it can't be resisted, I already know I don't really need to focus on accuracy for this first skill. Second skill attacks all enemies and places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. That's really nice in there. The value of the shield is equal to 30% of the damage inflicted. Ooh, okay, so having this skill be an AoE and being able to provide shields, I could see this being useful in some of the dungeons, because essentially the value of the shield is equal to 30% of the damage inflicted. If the more enemies that we're attacking, essentially the better the shield is going to be. So that's an interesting skill. Okay, I'm excited about that. Skill 3 places an unkillable buff and 50% continuous ally buff on all allies for 2 turns. Okay, I don't have anything like this right now, so this is actually something I'm very excited for. I don't think like off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone I have that actually has the unkillable buff, but this allows me to have a lot of potential in the teams that I'm actually building if it's the unkillable buff. I'm immediately thinking of Clan Boss, of course, but then I'm also thinking of different dungeons that I can actually use him in, and even arenas. So I feel like there's a few roles that I can actually use this champ in, and increases ally HP in all battles by 33%. As if we got a legendary! Let's go! Okay. We're gonna keep going with our last few here, but I'm excited for that one. I will for sure build him right away. Let me know, what do you guys think of Sir Nicholas as a champion? If you have any advice for me, let me know. Comment down below. I really do appreciate when you guys leave me advice in your comments, and I will try to comment back to everything as well, of course. All right, last 2. All right, I don't think I have this one, actually. I'm too excited off my legendary pull to be able to focus on my other units. Okay, and then my last one. All right. That is it for my Void shards. And although I somehow avoided getting like a Cold Heart, which is one I was looking for, and a few of the other rares, I got a Void legendary. So as I had said, I was either going to be the best or the worst summons, and I'm going to go with best because we did get a legendary, and that is always going to be a win. So again, if you have any advice on this champion, please comment down below. Let me know if there's any advice on how I should build him. Places that you use him, comment that all down below, and let me know if you did do any summons of your own and how they went. Be sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the video that I will actually be highlighting this champion and showcasing him in the future. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Next level.